Hi, we're Hawthorne Heights, and you're watching Hit Scene TV. Well, we never really got to play a lot of these songs from the album because we were supporting other bands back then, so we'd only get like a 25-minute set, 30-minute set. So this is actually the first time that we've ever played it all the way through. A couple of the songs on the album, this is the first time we've ever played them in general. We kind of wrote them and then recorded them in the studio, and then never played them again. So it's totally different, and but it's a lot of fun. It brings up a lot of memories. You think about everything you've accomplished and every place you've been, and it's been a fun ride. I don't know. It feels cool to kind of still be a band and still be around and still have fans, because we've had a lot of friends that are in amazing bands that have just broken up because they one thing happened or another. But
I don't think we ever thought we would be here 10 years after we wrote and released that album.
Yeah. That's a good question. Last song on the album, Speeding Up the Octaves, sounds really, it's probably one of the most different sounding songs, which I really like that version. I like the Ohio's for Lovers version. It's really cool. Everything we tried to keep close enough not to make it too much of a departure or anything. We didn't want to make it sound like a folk version of an album that our fans really enjoy. So I'm honestly happy with the way all the songs turned out. That's a good question. In ways, yes, because you kind of look at them in a totally different context. But when we were writing them, they were kind of from, at least the lyrics were kind of from my point of view, or me kind of inferring certain things about situations. But when you've been playing these songs for so long and you talk to a lot of your fans, whether it be on the internet or whether it be at shows, and see how much they have meant to them, and for them to tell you stories about what they've taken away for lyrics and songs that you've written, it definitely changes everything. But it makes it more special, because once you've went through your situation or whatever it is, the song is still there, but you've kind of moved on and moved past it, and it's cool to hear other people's perspective.
Don't worry.
It hasn't changed for us, it's changed for the entire world. It's crazy. You used to sell CDs, you used to have music videos. There used to be MTV, they used to play music.
People used to listen to the radio.
Yeah, it's just been crazy. Now
people used to illegally download. Now they just stream stuff. So everything's like come full circle.
It's why it doesn't really you can't really change much in a band. We play shows, we write songs, and all that is essentially the same. You got to get to each city and you got to record albums one way or another. But it's the way you reach people, the way you get them to hear your music, the way you get them to come to a show and stuff like that has been totally different. So many more artists have popped up. It's easy to get any sort of music, whether it be a hobby band or a full-time band. It's easy to get that music out there, and it's up for people to kind of discern which is which is better, which one they like. So we haven't really had to change much. We just kind of roll with the punches. We're working on going to Japan and Southeast Asia, and just about any place that we possibly can on this 10-year anniversary run, because what we wanted to do is play places that we're totally familiar with, that we love, that we have a lot of great memories in, but we also wanted to make new memories with our older album. So we're still working on that right now. Nothing finalized. We're working on the tour dates. I really like London. London's always great. Manchester is actually a really cool city. It's one of our favorites. We played Ireland for the first time. We played Dublin. That was really cool. But we play the U.S. so much that we're totally used to that, and it's great. And it's a lot of fun. But always coming over here, it's totally different than the U.S. But we love how different it is and how it's not really like carrying on your everyday life. You become a tourist every day. You play for new people that don't get to see you, 2-3 times a year. They get to see you maybe once every 2 years. So it's special in a different way. Playing festivals are always, it's great because there's a lot of different bands, bringing a lot of different fans, but it's hectic. It's like, you got to get on and off stage, you got to get in and out of the parking, you have to set up your merch quickly,
You don't get to play as long.
Yeah.
So, for a real diehard fan, it might not be as cool of an experience. I mean, it's a completely different beast. You get to see us on a bigger stage with a lot more people around. So in one sense, it's really cool in that regard. But you're kind of missing out on some of the intimacy of us playing at a place like Sound Control here in Manchester, where it's going to be way more intimate. We're going to play a lot more songs and hopefully be a little bit more energetic because of the close proximity of the crowd.
Yeah, it definitely will. We just had to divert from the plan a little bit. We wanted to release a full length, and then it just kind of rolled right into our 10-year anniversary. So it's definitely in the pipeline. We'll get it figured out as soon as we can.
Say goodnight.
I'm sure we'll be working on it. We're constantly working on new material. It's always fun to write new music, sit in a room together, and kind of just sit around and get some new songs down. But we haven't really thought about doing that yet because we're so kind of focused on what we've done for the past 10 years and how they all roll into our first album.